Hello, my name is Doug Pinkham with Pinkham and Associates. We are a dedicated family law and divorce firm here in Orange County, California. I often get questions thrown at me from clients or potential clients, and we answer them, happy to answer them. But we decided that putting those questions and answers on video for the benefit of all you folks out there would be a good idea. So here's another question that I get. Sometimes people feel awkward about asking my rates or how I charge at the initial consultation. And they're asking, should they ask for that information? Of course you should. Absolutely you should. If you're thinking about hiring an attorney, you need to know exactly what they charge, how they charge it. You need to know all that information before you make the decision to hire that attorney. In fact, our fee agreement here in the state of California, the California Bar Association mandates that we tell you how we charge and how much we're going to charge. So absolutely ask. You need to know the hourly rate. It may be anywhere from, I don't know, some brand new attorney doesn't know what they're doing, might be charging $200 an hour. Not in Orange County, but that could be the case. And there are attorneys out there I know that are charging $1,000 an hour, literally. You need to know what's going to be charged in your case. You also need to know, am I going to be charged with travel time to court or whatnot? Am I going to be charged for faxes? Am I going to be charged for copies? Am I going to be charged? There's a lot of things out there. I mean, just to give you an idea, if I have to send off a subpoena to a bank, and let's say the bank gives me a call and says there's going to be a $75 charge for making these copies and then sending them off to you. Obviously, if I pay those fees, I'm going to expect my client to reimburse me for those fees for their case. And there are many, many firms out there that charge for faxes and copies or parking fees. I don't charge typically any of those. There's only been a few occasions, and it was for a particular reason. I was making 2,000 copies or approximately in one particular case where I told my client in advance I was going to ask for those fees. There are multiple day visits, say up in Los Angeles, California, where the parking fees could be $50 a day. I'll ask my client to cover those kinds of extraordinary parking fees. But if I'm going to a regular court visit and those parking fees are going to be $12, I pay it. I pay it for my own. I get to write it off on my taxes. I don't then turn around and charge my client. Normal copies on a normal case, I don't charge 35 cents a page or even 10 cents a page. I know a bunch of firms charge $1 for a fax. We don't charge for faxes. We just don't do it. I also don't accept a 200-page fax either. I'm going to ask someone to scan that over to us. So, but those are just an idea of some of the fees that are being charged out there and how they're being charged and how I charge for those types of fees. So absolutely know that. Ask in advance and be confident in your questions. Be absolutely confident in asking those questions. You need to know that information. And if an attorney's not giving you that information or hiding that information from you or sidestepping that question, run for the hills. It's not an attorney that you want to deal with. You just don't want to deal with somebody like that. So thank you very much for watching the video. If you have any other questions, feel free to give us a call or send us an email and we'll answer those questions on a future video. Thank you very much for watching the video.